They gave me some stupid amount of time since I had like posted that like comment, which was not true.
Very weird.
See if I can find it.
What's up, guys?
What's up, dude?
What's going on?
Not much. Hey, I'm loading,
are here, though. Okay, I've unmuted us. We're good. Sorry, guys.
Then, recap for session 54. A voice falls silent. Grigori arrested. As preparations for the Grand Hunt began in earnest, the founders turned their attention to the growing unrest within Brackenhold. While Grigori gathered a crowd to deliver yet another speech against the kingdom, the party devoted downtime to countering his propaganda and organizing their plans before departing. During a council meeting, Jubilost entered the Grand Hall requesting a private audience with the king, but Aldrich insisted there would be no secrets among the founders. Jubilost revealed troubling news. Financial ledgers contained significant discrepancies, suggesting someone had been quietly stealing from the kingdom's coffers almost from the very beginning. Aldrich ordered the matter to be investigated immediately, and Jubilost pledged to uncover the truth behind the missing funds. The meeting then took a personal turn when Valerie shared a letter from her past. It came from a Sir Frederick Sonnet, a knight devoted to Shaylin and her previous mentor, who challenged her to a former duel at the Golden Grove. If Valerie prevailed, he promised to leave her in peace forever. Should he emerge victorious, though, she would simply agree to hear him out and consider returning to Shaylin's path. Valerie was resolved to seek him out before the month was over. Elsewhere, the kingdom's efforts to push back against Grigori's influence proved very successful. Public support strengthened considerably, gaining 16 support points towards defeating the propaganda campaign. I think you guys only needed 15 to get him arrested. Unfortunately, darker rumors were confirmed to be true. Reports returned from across the realm that younglings, infants, and babies had begun disappearing, validating fears that something sinister was unfolding beyond ordinary political unrest. The disappearances cast a heavy shadow over the kingdom just as the Grand Hunt approached. With enough evidence, though, gathered against him, the founders finally confronted Grigori. Rather than allowing his inflammatory speeches to continue dividing the people, they placed him under arrest. Grigori was taken into custody and will remain in prison for 1 month while awaiting trial, ensuring the kingdom would have some measure of peace while its leaders ventured forth on the Grand Hunt. Though one voice of dissent had been silenced, the disappearance of the kingdom's youngest suggests Brackenhold's greatest threat has only just begun to reveal itself. And you guys had just finished a late night evening, went in and rested, and were preparing some final things before leaving for the Grand Hunt. Your settlement is level again. You guys are 7. 6. So you guys, if you guys wanted to go shopping within your kingdom, you guys can find just about any uncommon magical item of level 6 or lower. If it's primal because of one of your buildings that Oak's place that she built, you can shop for 1 level higher, so level 7 items if it has the primal trait. But as of now, the kingdom doors, your capital or your keep doors are all locked up. You guys are doing your morning routine, having your breakfast. Servants are bringing you your various refreshments and your God, did I say 3 days or 5? I think I said 5 days before. We'll say 4 days out is when you guys are supposed to be meeting at the lodge, and the Aldori sisters had left ahead of schedule.
Before we leave our kingdom, in light of like the latest news, I think this was like post-kingdom turn that we learned about the missing children.
It was.
Yeah, I would like to like. We're not actively at war, so I'd like to keep like, I don't know, let's say like half of our armory on the front lines, guarding on the overt side of things, but also save some troops to guard our new prisoner to make sure there's no escape attempts. And I would also like to have Amari lead a portion of our troops and look into the missing children. Give her something to do while we're away on the Grand Hunt.
All right. Well, currently you guys just have one army. Are you wanting to like try to like give orders to like kind of like temporary like separate that and go different directions, or you want very specific people in very specific locations? Amari tracking down the kids and who might be responsible. Valerie on the western front still watching for what could be going on over there, and you guys have enough standard guards, not part of your army, that you feel Grigori's pretty well contained.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We can have Valerie stay where she is on the west and have Amari look up look into anything regarding the missing children.
Valerie says she'll put her nose right on it.
Perfect.
Before you go, Aldrich, look at my sword. Is this supposed to be a big crack like that?
What? No.
It's running right down the middle. When it happened.
Well, it certainly wasn't when you lent it to me.
You broke my sword, didn't you?
No.
She gets all close to your face and points. Did you break my sword?
No.
I know you did. She backs away and looks at it kind of like sad. I'll find these kids and who's taking them, but I don't know if I can swing my sword. It might break.
Should we buy her a new sword? Do we have
Sword.
swords?
Who sells large, giant swords in our kingdom? Do we have
Just know what
anything
a
that-
sword. I gotta find a way to fix it or make it right.
Do we have like a blacksmith in our town? I remember we built like a.
It's smoky in here, isn't it? It's really smoky in this room.
Didn't we just build like a merchant of some sort? But I don't think we ever specified what that merchant was. Am I misremembering that?
We did build a merchant or something, yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it like told you when you built the building you have to like specify what it is. Like, I would say that if we chose that to be a blacksmith, I would tell her to go see the blacksmith.
Let me look. Let me look at it.
I'm sure if I was given a couple minutes with an Amari, I could fix that sword for you.
Trade shop.
You could?
Sure. I don't see
As
her
far as I
token.
know, it's not magical or anything special, but I think Valerie did put those runes in it, so several months ago, and it's held up pretty good. Why do I sound like this? Fuck.
Oh,
Just a
is
sword.
that special time, ain't it?
She's sober. That's why you sound like this.
I don't see a specified thing, so
Okay, maybe I just misremembered.
What are you doing to investigate? Just like a crafting thing?
Oh yeah. Maya pulls out a small little anvil and some tools. I mean, it's like a portable anvil, so it's teeny, but
Give me a crafting
she
check.
gestures for Amari to hand her over her sword. It takes into account the eyepiece, but it doesn't take into account that the repair toolkit actually gives you +1 too.
All right, you get the anvil out, and I mean, this sword is massive and it's exceptionally heavy, and it looks like the blade's almost like, it's hard to tell actually if the blade's actually steel or almost like it has a granite like texture to it. But it is steel, but it's a very odd. You see non-human hands made this. This was probably made by a very large creature, giant probably. So it takes some time, you know. You are able to restore, you know, a lot of the physical damage to it. While you're doing so, and anyone observing this can do a perception, arcana, or occultism check.
Anyone besides me?
No, you too. Oh, arcana, perception. Maya and Aldrich, it's actually you guys both succeed here. As you're you repair the blade, right where the crack was, you can see like almost a like imperceptible magical shimmering along the breakage still. Like something is leaking. Like near, like I said, near imperceptibly along like that crack and like near one of the blade's edge.
Alright, when did you first notice the sword was damaged?
Yesterday.
I mean, Maya contemplates this much damage from a magical source like that. It's just almost like it's not capable of holding the runes.
Perhaps.
Or what? Like what?
So your first
Just trying to figure out
success, and those observing it, if you explain what you're thinking, Maya or Aldrich, as you guys see this, can prompt another check. This one, it's a Arcana, religion, occultism, or nature, to try to identify the actual magic happening at play here. Full transparency. Arcana, religion, occultism are the hardest ones. Nature is the easiest. Oh, Disney.
Yeah, Maya basically says out loud, I don't know what about the magic would cause such a breakage just in the runes.
You also succeed, Maya. Dizzy, you do as well. Dizzy, you see it. You see something, observing, almost like sense something. The sword seems to be very magical, or housing something very magical. The sword is actually functioning as a prison that houses some powerful or mysterious, intelligent, or soul, even.
Like the soul sword might have an ego.
I've seen this before. This is the hilt of Kelsirar. We need Dragon's Fire immediately.
Your first instinct is that the sword, during its crafting, was designed to be a prison.
Oh shit.
Oh, good.
Didn't realize that.
Oh, good. So it doesn't want to be in there, whatever it is.
Yeah. Do I get any type of sense of like what type of creature might be in there? If it is a creature?
With you critically succeeded the nature roll here, so you get a little more insight. Not so much what the creature is, but you do sense a malevolence to it. Like it wants out, and it possibly wants revenge, or it's angry, or something to that effect. When you critically succeeded that, you've heard in ancient druidic circles of elemental creatures getting bound in prisons before, and that there is a ritual, it's a freedom ritual that can be used to contact or even free the soul.
Well, I think there's something trapped in there, and if it breaks out, it's probably not going to be good. So we should probably get it fixed.
If it breaks out, does that mean my sword's going to be okay?
If it breaks out, it means you might not be okay.
I'll be fine.
Oh, no, I have no doubt you'll be fine, but it will be a troublesome, you know.
All right, so I got some babies to go find. Look at the sword.
Where
I don't know
you-
what you're seeing. I don't see no light. Don't take your word for it. That must be why I'm so strong.
Is this where did you get this sword, Amari?
That's a long story.
For another day. So you've had it for quite some time.
Like almost my whole life. Well, not that long. Maybe like half my life.
I see. I'll ask to see what we can do with it. We'll repair it. We'll see if we can get it back to you.
Off-table question, because I think someone broke down Amari's barrier, and I think she told you her story once before.
I think it was me. We like kind of exchanged our. I opened up on my barbarian-ish adopted upbringing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, out of character, I've heard the story, but in character, I have not.
I don't remember the details.
It's the giant longsword.
Was that, oh, your dad built the molds? That's awesome. So, all right, we'll do a little history dump here on Amiri. We'll do the full dump. Amiri often claimed to wield the power of giants and indicates her oversized sword was a sign of proof. Despite her bravado and her fearlessness, she has an equally large need to prove her strength. This is what she was covering up or something. Her bravado, you got Aldrich, you remembered, was like,
Yeah,
it was real, but it was fake, and you kind of like
Mhm.
called her out on it.
Yeah, she had like a backstory that she didn't dive into that fed into that.
Well, I come from the Mammoth Lords, the realm of the Mammoth Lords. My clan, the Six Bears. Women could not be hunters. Women could not be fighters. I challenged that, and it ended in terrible tragedy. They sent me on a suicide mission, and I confronted a massive giant made of ice and snow. And I claimed its weapon for my own. I don't know where he got it from. But when I returned from the challenge triumphant, my clansmen, the Six Bears, had never expected me to return. They ridiculed me. They expected me to die. They sent me out there to die. You could see, like, she's getting mad a little bit as she's telling the story. I fell into a rage,
Fill her mug back
And
up.
and I killed my kinsmen. That's utterly forbidden. They dared not confront me physically, so they exiled me. And I've been on my own ever since, until Valerie and Lindsay found me in Restov, and I was on my way to prison there for fighting, but truth is, I don't know much about the sword. And she like quivers a little bit, like, and the real truth, I didn't beat that giant. He was already dying. She's got like little tears in her eyes, and I got kids to find.
Doesn't mean that she's not good with that sword today.
Well, that's true.
And still, the sword has a duality that might be troublesome.
Oak, if you chase her down, you do find her like 50, 60 feet, down the road there, and you hear a girl like frustration, and like you see like her take her eye or her arm and like obviously wipe her face, and then kind of like keeps going.
Can I just give her a hug?
Yeah, she's not like evading you. She's just walking. You can get in front of her and chase her down. And
Okay, yeah, then I'd like to just, no words. I don't need to say anything. I'd just like to walk up and silently just give her a hug. Let her know that I am here. Oh, wait, first? Hold on. First, I would like to become a kitty.
Miri will roll fortitude save. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to cry again. Picks you up and rubs you on the head. She just keeps walking, actually. Doesn't put you down. Throws you over like her neck and wears you like a I don't know, cat fucking cloak.
Cat scarf.
Cat scarf, yeah, there you go.
Luke just purrs and does biskies and
I recall now, there was 4 days left before you guys needed to leave. And you guys kept choosing to do more downtime each day. You guys stayed 3 days, or did the propaganda fighting 3 days consecutively. So this is the last full day before you feel like you need to kind of hit the road. I recall now. There was 4 days, but you spent 3 of them.
We were gonna leave her
fighting propaganda.
Yep.
We ate into it a little bit. Yep, to stay and make sure that was done.
So that being said, if you guys want to shop around, you guys know how to use the inventory browser. Oleg, and these aren't the only vendors that you guys can buy from. Literally nearly every common or uncommon thing, 6th level or lower, you can find within your kingdom. If it's primal, up to 7.
I did pull 20 gold out of the party stash. I bought a professional fishing pole kit. And
you see Jubilis behind the pillar with a ledger. As you note, you do that.
It is in our bag. We have been asked to do some fishing stuff. We're never prepared. We never know what we're gonna need. It's there. It'll also help with food options when we're on the road.
Party token right there. You guys got some coin, not part of the kingdom coin. This is personal party coins. And
I would like to get a 3rd level scroll. This is about $30, 30 gold. just to see if just in case something's flying, help me ground it, just in case I don't have the spell on me.
Literally shared a meal with each and every one of you guys. Completely trust you guys to do your shopping, take the gold out of the funds. And if it's a rare item, I will say we'll just roll like a 15 flat check, and on a 15 or higher, you find it. That's a little too easy. We'll do 16 or higher.
As for the sword, I'm not much of an actual crafter myself. I mean, repairing is not a problem, but this may be a little above my means.
Oh my god.
Part of the critical success, I left off another deet. You would have possibly warned her against this, but if magical crafting is done on that sword and it's with too high a level of a rune tries to get put into it, your first suspicion was really damn close. It very well could just break the thing immediately. So Amari leveling up, getting like a potency rune and a striking rune in it, kind of like started the process a little bit. Beckoning amulet.
Yeah. Because I have the halfling luck. So when I use it, it triggers, and when it's activated, any ally in 10 feet who just failed or critically failed a reflex save from the same source, like a fireball, gets to reroll.
Oh, yeah. It is consumable.
I'm just saying.
No, I know. And with talismans, they take 10 minutes to affix. So it's not like anything with a talisman trait is awesome. They are good. They're not highly underused. But you just have to do it out of combat. You can't be like, let me put this amulet on my armor real quick. Like basically a few stitches. You gotta affix it to their, whatever it is. I'm gonna go make a drink. You guys yell at me when you are ready or done shopping or anything like that. If you guys just are all ready, just holler. This is your table, and you guys are just tell me you're driving, guys. I'll be right back.
You make me one. She left my face.
Do we know what type of creature we're hunting on this hunt?
No. And I did include in the recap, I don't know if anybody saw it, but in the center of that recap was the letter.
Yeah.
I try to include important things, and that seemed like the thing to include this week.
Appreciate you.
Yep, I figured like a scroll. Sure, if we came across that one thing we flies again, that we would actually have something to do something about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for utility. I think that's a great thing. I mean, because if we don't end up using it this time, we might need it next time. It's,
I mean, there's a lot of things I want, I just can't make room for it, so it's just something that I might cast once in a while. I just have a scroll for it. Yeah, that being said, is there anyone in town that could look at this sword? I'm really kind of at a loss as to who we can go to to rectify this problem, or to remove
Yeah.
the soul from it and just make it into a regular sword.
Or we could just let the thing out and just fucking kick its ass.
That's a plan that I can get behind. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think we have anybody that can really look into that. The only thing that, like, when you told that story, Obi, like, I don't know how this could tie into my backstory, but like, it would definitely trigger thoughts in my mind about my barbarian adopted family, and like, they're also giant archetype and battle giants. Like, maybe, like, I don't actually know where they live. Like, I don't know if it would be possible to go and visit them or something and like see if like an elder in that village has, you know, some kind of lost knowledge in those kind of matters. But that does kind of fall in line with my character's history.
Just got back. Heard all of that. So she said where she's from. She said the realm of the Mammoth Lords. Most of you would have heard of this place. I got actually look at the map myself. I know roughly where it is in regards to. It is one of the most northern reaches in the continent that you guys are on. But from the Stolen Lands, thousands of miles, probably 2,000 miles away. That being said, you've been associated with a lot of barbarian clans, your own enemy clans, tribes. You've never really heard of any of them that would forgive kinslaying. Amongst almost all of them, it's because the tribes are so small and family bound. To kill a fellow tribesman over ridicule or an impossible challenge would be unforgivable. So though they exiled her, you feel like they probably haven't forgotten, wherever they might be.
What if whenever she met that giant guy, what if whatever's in the sword is whatever kicked his ass and had him at death's door when she got there?
It's hard to say.
This is another very cool map I linked in Discord.
Well, that's a comforting thought.
I mean, if you can't kill something, I mean, sometimes in prison it's the best you can do.
It's actually not the map I thought it was.
It's
Can't zoom in. I
yeah,
wanted-
really, really, really small on the map. It's not even really showing the Stolen Lands properly. It's just part of the River Kingdoms.
I swear I used this map not that long ago, and it was able to zoom in much farther.
Which one?
The map.
Oh,
of
the world
Golarion.
one, the Golarion one? It's so cool.
All right, try this one.
Man,
If
the
you
amount
just
of
wanna-
good.
I would say if you just want to see the continents and things like that, but
Oh yeah, I've seen this one before. Yeah, like the amount of space that our campaigns has explored of Golarion is like absolutely freaking nothing. The world is so big.
if you look up towards the north where all the frosty stuff is, Winterwall Glacier, Rhymethirst Mountains, just south of that, you'll see Realm of the Mammoth Lords. And then several inches east, you'll see like Numeria, Brevoy, River Kingdoms. You guys are between Brevoy and the River Kingdoms. Oh shit, zooms all the way in. Gnarl marches, hook tongue slip. Alright, anyway, distraction. You guys let me know. You guys are shopping, buying potions, buying some magical equipment, some scrolls. Dizzy, what are you doing anything, dude? You shopping or
I think Dizzy's pretty shopped out because last time we were in town, got my armor and the armor for
armor? Yep.
Morty and everything, so I'm kind of good.
I'm just looking.
Afternoon comes, you guys continue to scour your capital for anything that might be on your shopping list there. Evening comes, and you guys ultimately settle in, and again, you guys just say, "Oh, we should I'm still shopping."
I mean, keep in mind getting some runes for helping your saves and your armor is probably not a bad idea.
Oh yeah, we talked about me getting a resilient rune in my armor.
I think
Do it for sure.
I think it's a level 8
think we
rune.
talked
Everyone could
about
probably
only-
aim to have this little DM off table advice.
Yeah.
Possibly an armor potency rune and an armor resiliency rune.
Who does not have that?
I think Aldrich's the only one that actually has one.
Dizzy does.
Oh.
Dizzy, my man.
Can I have my elf token?
No.
You're
Please.
walking around with a Miri.
You are the Minxie.
No one is holding the wand of widening.
No, it's not
Not wide enough, dude. I don't know what to do with this. I feel like this is like
I am wide.
I feel like it's bad that the king has the incriminating evidence, but I don't know what else to do with it.
Lady Jamandi, burn it. Send it back to Lady Jamandi with an apology. Maybe 500 gold.
Dear Lady
There's no
Jamaldi, we
fire
found
razor
this
right
ledger,
next
That's not gonna happen.
and here's a letter of apology from Theon, totally not forged.
I mean, I don't think the wand's bad. I mean, just to have on you to be like, I might need 5 foot bigger burst to get more creatures, or
I might want to use an action to pull it out of somewhere. Is really what
what are you holding in your hands?
other ones maybe.
Desiccating scepter.
That also, yeah, because it's got a fixed DC.
Ooh, demon dust. That sounds like a drug.
It's on the right creature though. It's a 1 action slow, even if they fail their save.
Look, it's medieval roids. I don't hear you, love. Nope. Unless it's me. Am I being kicked again?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear both of you.
I just, yep.
I can hear everyone. Yeah.
Little Aeon stone, just in case. I don't know, just throwing some shit out there. All right. I'm gonna do this. That's what I'm gonna do. This is not a break time. This is how I can quit pestering you guys.
Are we ready to move on?
And then we can look at who's at the mall still.
Ooh.
I don't. So how do you open them all?
In your inventory,
Okay.
just click equipment. Hit the magnifying glass. Open inventory browser. Now you have a big old search thing that pops up, right? On the left,
Yep.
where it
Yeah.
says inventory types, choose what types. If you want to look at consumables or
Nah, don't even check that. Just go to rarities. Check common and uncommon.
Let's go. Boom.
check
Yeah.
the,
So I've looked
I
this
was gonna
up.
go
I
down the
thought
list.
I thought there was like a. I see how Oak is like posting stuff that she's buying or something. Oh, I guess when you click buy, it would just tell you can't because you have no money.
Obsidian Edge. I found that in Molten Core once.
So I drug it into the. Yeah, I didn't hit buy because I don't have the money. So I just drug it into the party stash and then took the money out of that.
And then lastly, Paul, all the way at the bottom. Oh, sorry, Maya, on the search is levels. Set minimum and maximum. Set the maximum to be 6. And
I'm
if
not
you
gonna
only
find
want
the
to, if you only
resilient
want to
rune
shop
that.
like 5th and 6th level items, then just go from like 5 to 6 or only 6 or however you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm at 5 and 6.
Gotcha.
Just realized we haven't had any music this whole time.
All right. I'm gonna buy this stalwarts ring before we set out, Andrew. 160 gold. It's a level 5 item. I believe.
So can you buy a level 8 resilient rune because we can only buy level 6 stuff?
Yeah, that's why I'm not just hopping on that. I'm looking at.
All right, just check.
Well, you can roll
Asking for a
dice.
friend.
I told you. Well, you know what? We'll say the same thing applies. Each person looking for something. I'll say up to 2 levels higher, so 8, can roll a 16 flat check to see if they can bind it, or some traveling family has an heirloom that they don't know what it does that you happen to identify as
16 flat check.
That's it.
Rush.
16 or higher. So exactly that. You find a family
I have
that
5 of them.
moved here about 2 weeks ago, and they traveled. They're actually a Tian family that traveled from thousands of miles away via ship. Had arrived, came upriver, ended up in Brevoy, and due to the political craziness was firing up there, they wanted some quietness and wilderness. So, anyways, their grandfather's ancestral armor is all but falling apart. Right emblazoned in the center of it, you see 2 runes actually: armor potency and an armor resilient rune. And through some persuasion and things like that, and you being one of the rulers of the kingdom, they are more than happy to sell it to you at a fair price so that they can get a bigger stake here in their new place.
I kind of want that instead of resiliency.
Well, now I kind of feel like I have to buy it so that they can have a better life here.
Well, I mean, you look for what you want, but someone finds an armor resilient rune. You find that. It's found.
I kind of want this
And I-
swallow spike one instead.
I bet you do.
Listen, I am small and consumable to a lot of things we fight.
The breathe and hold your breath Aeon Stone.
So, good news. You can actually have that and a resilient rune.
Ooh, really?
So that's like a property rune. So it has like your fiery effect. How a weapon can have potency, striking plus a thing.
Ooh.
Swallow spike rune is the plus a thing.
I like that. And how much was it for the resilient rune?
It's full price.
340.
How much?
340.
340. God, that's so expensive. 340
Yeah, it's not cheap.
plus 200.
Now, Maya, I know I improv that story real quick about the ancestral armor. If you weren't looking for a resilient rune, what were you looking for?
Oh, I was looking for a resilient room. Yeah.
Oh, all right then. Bill, you find one.
That's so expensive. It's like
Is anyone else looking
Yeah.
for rare or higher level items? Up to 8.
I got that ring, but that was level 5. You,
Oh, you're
you don't
good.
need to roll or anything. for
Nope.
it.
You got it. Find it.
I will start if it's okay with people. I'm just gonna see about getting the swallow spike first, and
It's level 6. You find it.
it's 200 gold. It's expensive. Runes are, but we're going on a grand hunt, and the last grand hunt that I got voluntold to participate in was something like 2 swallow things.
Other sliver of bad news: these runes that you guys are purchasing doesn't like put them into your armor instantaneously.
Yep.
Anyone trained in magical crafting can do this. It takes a day, possibly at the lodge where you guys are going. Maybe Maya with her impromptu anvil traveling kit if someone wants to do it on the road.
Yeah, I don't have magical crafting.
I'm not sure if anyone does.
No, I'm pretty sure we don't.
Nope.
Resilient rune's a good buy for anybody. I think if we have the opportunity to get one, we should just get it for somebody.
All right.
I
The
agree.
shopping concluded. Evening rolls in. You guys kind of talk about your plans on getting on the road and have a good meal. Morning comes, and on the road you guys are. Oh, that's not the right page. This is the right page. I assume that we are going via horses and mounts and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah.
Right? This is a sanctioned event, so I don't think we need to be like exceptionally sneaky or anything. I think we're fine taking full mounts and everything, right?
As you guys pass through this area relatively quickly, there's no dangers that are assaulting you guys, but anyone trained in survival or nature can give me a roll as you guys move through here.
Roll society.
Did your eyes kind of keep a scan out? You remember this being the hunting territory for a white wolf and his ward pack. Feel at ease. I think you hired some adventurers to chase him out of town. No sign of his passing, no recent kills, no carrion birds. Nature is the way it should be. Wanderer's Guide. Huh? That's a cool spell. Reduce from half as long as you don't deviate from your spiral. That's pretty good. And I think you guys have a third. So one hexpiration activity, you guys can move 2 hexes because you guys are on mounts. Passing through familiar territory, you don't see any passing of the white wolf. You come upon the river up ahead. You guys can hear it. It's just early afternoon at this point. And I think Maya.
Yeah, if we're on river, we can move
Let's
extra.
get another. Are you in them? It only applies on certain hexes, right? Hills.
Oh, hills. Yeah, I thought that would be water. No, I have aquatic.
I just
Aquatic
go by what the
mountain swamp.
exploration little things
All right.
tell me.
Yeah. Man, in hindsight, probably aquatic's not really going to show up that much.
It will to the west. I think all of them. Oh, slough might be.
Well, I have swamp for that.
Oh, travel, it says water. Open. Open. So your feat applies to the travel terrain, not the actual terrain. It says difficult. So some hexes I'm looking at, their travel terrain literally says water. Like you can't traverse this on foot. All right, we won't get hung up on that. You guys have the
Just
day.
train.
Oh. Okay, so if you predominant terrain in which you have train and you don't have hills.
No, but I should probably change aquatic to something else because it's not actually terrain.
You know, their thing was built on the lake there, but only Candlemere Island, if I'm looking, only has the water one.
Lake. It's not even aquatic. But
Well, you guys find a safe place to camp. This is near the river ford, and you guys know that you should make the lodge by probably early afternoon tomorrow with no hustle at all. Camp nicely under the stars, away from the hustle and bustle of your capital. It's nice. Any discussions about the upcoming hunt?
I don't
Does
think
anyone
we know the
recall
details. So.
the gentleman that you guys are seeking, or the name of the hunters, or
do I recall this event from past years? I don't think that happens annually.
you guys made some successes on the Embath Travelers. That's the name of the hunters group that's putting on the event. They don't just do it in any one location. They kind of travel the River Kingdoms. They travel all over and basically try to pick areas where there's an abundance of apex predators. Yeah, basically those apex they fear that the too much apex predators in one area will start to disrupt the ecosystem, leading to extinction of other smaller, natural races and things like that. So they use these hunting tournaments to try to eliminate these predators. I think the last one was about 7 years ago, and it was in the River Kingdoms.
Oh, it's even further south than this. Gotcha.
Yeah, it wasn't here.
No, it should just be kind of normal beasts. It's kind of a natural thing to even the ecosystem back out. It's not so much that we're going to be fighting monsters. Yeah, I'll have to talk to Obi later. I've got forest, mountains, swamps, and aquatic. And aquatic is actually just not an actual applicable terrain type.
Well, I know they said it was like just gonna be just a creature that's maybe got too big for its britches. But I mean, creatures too big for their britches tend to have, appetites, and so I know you say they're not a monster, and I get that, but I'm gonna stab it without prejudice. I'm just gonna put that out there.
God, this is why you're my favorite halfling.
Stab it. We're just gonna stab it, and then afterwards we'll see whether or not it was a good idea.
Oak just growls at every single one of you, fucking heathens.
It's a hunt. I am for hunt.
I know. Oak is for killing hunters.
Yeah, I'm not a hunter. Just-
Yeah.
It's something that's fucking with the ecosystem. Like, if we don't take this down, then it's gonna fucking kill and demolish the whole fucking ecosystem. This is a normal thing. Even your own wildlife, they do something similar. Or they try to until they're all fucking dead because they can't pull it off.
You guys break camp, clean up, and note the site here for maybe future campsite reasons and continue eastward. The morning comes, goes, early afternoon approaches, and up ahead you see the hills kind of give way as it for a big swath of trees and small cliffs way out in the distance kind of take prominence. You follow the river. Up ahead, the forest trail kind of opens up into a wide clearing. Actually, change you guys over here. Into a wide clearing where the Embath Hunting Lodge overlooks the surrounding woods. Built of heavy cedar logs and river stone, the lodge's broad, wraparound porch is lined with very comfortable-looking chairs and tables where you see a bunch of hunters, possibly nobles even, and different travelers mingling. You see a few servants move between guests, kind of bringing some fresh drinks and appetizers. And near the center of the gathering, you see a bigger table. There's maps, and you see standing over it a rugged man, weathered in a green cloak. And he's kind of speaking with a bunch of other hunters. Kind of occasionally pointing to some distant hills further to the east. You do see some familiar faces there. You see the two sword lords, Jelaya and Adina, kind of laughing over there with some other hunters or trackers. There's a face you don't recognize most of these faces. The only ones that you do are the two sword lords. But you notice another figure here, kind of sitting in the corner underneath the awning there. Very comfortably beneath the shade, probably holding up a goblet, probably full of cider or wine, fresh bowl of grapes. Very elegantly dressed teen woman also, whose attention seems more towards the guests. You could tell she's just looking at all of the people mingling about. She got a journal next to her, and you see as you kind of come up the hill and into the clearing here, a big smile spreads across her face, and she kind of just does a silent, pleasant wave in your guys' direction. The rugged man approaches your group. Ah, the nobles of Brackenholt. My Lord Nazaros. Welcome to the Embath Lodge. Though I will say we are looking to rename it.
Is there a problem with Embath?
It's too personal, I want this to be a local place, a public place for all, not just for the hunters. You are fond of the Embath Lodge, then. We should keep it that. I am taking a vote tonight. Perhaps I should rename it. Perhaps everyone will think it's great. Either way, my name is Jamel Visir. I am the leader of the Embath Hunters, and thank you for arriving. And we will start the question if you are coming or not.
We certainly would not have missed this. Thank you for the cordial invitation, and we're happy to be here.
Why, that is perhaps the grandest goat I have ever seen. May I touch it?
Whoa.
Should ask the goat.
That's up to him, but go ahead.
Be careful. That goat fucks.
I would expect no less. I see what dangles between his legs there. He should be fucking, or he would be very angry if not.
Yeah, he is pretty moody these days. We're trying to get him to fuck. We are. We've found potential.
Yes, there's not many goats as grand as him to mate with.
He's gonna make a nature roll against Morty's will save. So he's looking for a 25 or higher. He's pretty good. He's a well-traveled ranger. He's got plus 20 here. Natural 20.
I understand if you.
And you are almost blown away, impressed as you see Jamel looks to his side. He's got a bunch of small little pouches, and he looks to Morty and looks to his pouches, and he chooses one specific and holds it out to Morty, and it's very soft, root vegetables, broken off, possibly carrot stumps and stuff like that, where that may have gone into a stew, but these pieces weren't used. And he drops a knee and lowers his head to Morty, and extends his head slowly until Morty lowers his head, and his horns touch Jamel's forehead, and he eats vegetables from his hand. And a most impressive animal.
Thank you. He's a great companion. I'm sure he'll enjoy the hunt.
How did you meet him? Where did you find such a magnificent companion?
We were helping a farmer out with the infestation, and this was one of his goats, and he decided to tag along with us after we saved his farm.
Saved his farm? We fucking saved Morty. He was in the damn hole.
Yeah.
True.
This is a story I would like to hear more of, perhaps on tonight during dinner.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
can
okay.
hear
My
you.
wife, I guess, can't hear me. Timur, these lords need take care of their mounts and show them to the stables. And when they are ready, make sure they are attended to. Let me see if I got this right. You actually see him look at his hand, something might be on there. No perception checks needed. You guys are far exceed any stealth that Tyndall might have here. You're Lord Aldrich Meseros. You're Oak. Oh God, I don't know your name. He looks at you, Maya.
It is okay. I have not been with the kingdom very long. You're excused.
What is your name, my lady?
My name is Maya Hargrave.
Maya Hargrave. I won't forget it, and I deeply apologize. May I take care of your horse?
So I would be very grateful.
Everyone here has heard of you, Willow, and the kitchen that you've brought to Brackenhold. I think our chef is actually pretty looking forward. He's looking forward to meeting you. And you're Dizzy Whirl, the goat rider. Of course, there's Morty. I have does Morty hold court? Is he one of the rulers of Brackenhold? Does he attend when? There's a rumor going about that he sits and attends court meetings and lays out verdicts. Is this true?
His vote is worth double.
Your kingdom is truly something else. He rather proficiently goes and offers to take care of you. I think you guys have a couple horses you guys arrived on. Aldrich, Maya possibly rode horses. Oak and Shapeshift, Willow and Dizzy ride on Morty. You guys
Sounds
tell
about
me how you guys. Oh, yeah, I figured.
Sure.
I don't
Is there a token or a picture for that kid?
know.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, no. I can produce
Okay.
one rather quickly, but
I double up. I don't
Mine's man. I'm just...
I don't ride my own mount.
Is it his son? Do I get that impression?
no. Definitely not.
Okay.
You can definitely tell Jamel is Garundian from his accent. There's one amongst the kingdom's companions who sounds rather similar, and definitely not. Ekendayu is also Garundian.
I see. Okay. What is he Elvin, just human, the little kid?
A human boy. He's about 17 years old. You see the equivalent of like a squire. He seems more proficient in words and how he can handle horses and even his willingness to speak with potential nobility. You think any scrambling servant wouldn't even dare meet any of you in the eye. He purposely did that, you know. He has ambition. You see some ambition, and he's kind of like a squire, maybe a hunter in training that's still in a servant, kind of like not a servant, but
Yeah, he's got some courtly.
kind of like a squire before he's like how Jamel called on him. You actually think he might be an Embath hunter in training, like Boy Scout mode still.
He's a fucking water boy.
Yeah, but he's also. I mean, he's got some society. He's got some courtliness to him.
Or what is it? A cup?
To try and remember names.
Cupbearer?
I do not wish to bore you too much. Welcome to the Embath Lodge. Please, you've been on the road, get comfortable. I've heard already that you are familiar with the sisters, Jelaya and Adina.
They stayed with us briefly before traveling here. Though they left before we did, so we had some business remaining in the kingdom to attend to.
The others in attendance here are my own hunters. They're the Embaths. They all wear the same armor, and you should have no problem identifying them. The other that is in attendance is none other than Anamid Belavara of Pitax. She's brought her own escort guards.
Wait, what? Who?
Anamida of Belavara of Pitax.
An amoeba?
Yeah.
Amoeba Pitax. Got it.
We are blessed with yet another bard from Pitax.
Alright, I put it in the chat.
All right. How long before we question her? Right.
Put her to the question.
I would request there is no violence during this hunt, unless it is upon the predators that we are hunting.
Yeah, we're hunting.
We've had some
Answers.
issues. But he is right. We should keep politics out of the hunt.
Of course. We have no reason to quarrel
Completely
with
agree.
anyone here.
We'll ask her after.
So, what is supposed to happen here? This might be the third time it's happened. We're going to go into influence, basically. there's no limitations on movement or anything like that. But I'm just going to create a scenario or a combat here, an encounter. Everyone roll your initiative.
Can I roll my
How-
initiative using
how-
society?
Yeah, whatever you want. There's really no
Technically-
benefit to going fast, per se. It's just so I can track the rounds.
All right, I was joking, but yeah.
And you guys can choose to move your things in any order that you wish. But basically, tonight's festivities, there's effectively 3 rounds to it. Over the next 3 hours, each round that you guys do will be 1 hour of interaction as you guys move around the lodge, mingle with those that are here. You're friendly with some. There's Jamel here. There's the hunters. There's Anamita, Bellavara. There's some influence, or how it works is you guys can choose to either influence the person that you guys are talking to, or choose to observe them and get information about them, about how to better influence them, or what might be topics to avoid. And as Timol comes and takes the horses, and Jamel kind of bows to you guys and gestures towards the lodge. Please talk, get refreshments. I'm sure your time on the road, you would wish to be more comfortable. Your kingdom's not very far, so.
Would you do
no,
us the
you're-
benefit?
What's that, Mike?
Would you do us the benefit of rolling initiative for the people who we could either influence or observe, so I know how many people are actually present? I know that the sisters are present. I know that Ptex, Mita, and then there's this guy. But besides those 4,
They're the big ones. And Jamel counts as kind of all of the travelers. So you guys don't all have to bombard Jamel. You can say, I'm going to try to influence or discover more about the Embath travelers. That's what he represents. So any of the hunters, these 2 here are playing a card game at a stump right now. You see some of them over here talking to the Aldori sisters. There's only about 4 or 5 of them.
It's rather small for something they call a grand hunt.
I mean, we're here.
We make half of everybody else.
Jamel does smile a little bit at your last statement about how you're hunting, and I hate politics, but I would warn you, be wary of your quarry. Like I say, he bows to you guys, and the stables are right here behind you, Willow. Jamel kind of helps Timol at this point, and gets the horses into the stable, and
And the kitchen? Where was that?
oh, it's inside the lodge, of course. Timol, show the lady. Timol, you should give me a token for Timol. Timol leads you inside, Willow, and Anamide asks you as you pass, and she bows. You're heading to the kitchen, I can imagine. I am most excited to taste what you might be preparing.
Well, don't get too excited. I mean, I'm sure the food's already started. I'm just... I won't promise that I'm just gonna observe. And then she just walks in.
There's a gentleman here at the bar, gray in his years, maybe between maybe 60 years old or so. You can actually see He's got a big kind of like limp that he has, and you see under the bar at this point here, it's like the table that would lift, and when you walk past it, you can just kind of like walk under it, but you can see there's some sort of like almost like robotic leg. Like he's amputated on one of his legs for sure, but it's not just like a stump
Prosthetic.
with like a prosthetic. No, it's more than that. There's something about the technology, the metal. You see like these weird lights that like illuminate up and down like as he steps, like where the muscles would reflex along the calf. You see like almost like little nerves like light up. And he
Nemirian technology.
He kind of like opens the door and walks in here, and you're small behind the bar, not even 3 feet. He didn't even really see you. No stealth check needed.
I just walk. I mean, I try to walk. I can't actually go through there. But
All right, so Oak, you are the first, if you wish. Whoever wants to go in these influence things, or you can just say, I'm not really partaking. I'm gonna lay quiet and observe, or.
Oh, I was kind of wanted to go over here and observe.
can you change my number to 23? I had a reroll since you deleted my token.
All I saw was a nat 20.
Yeah, it's no real combat, so like token movements, not. Don't worry about tactical movement or anything like that. This is an hour. Your turn is basically what you're going to be doing over the next hour. Who are you socializing with? Are you quietly observing? Are you just focused on eating and relaxing from the road and enjoying this nice fireplace inside here?
Yeah, Oka's going to hang out here and quietly drop eaves on the people just south of her. Actually, you know what? Sitting there.
And if you had to pick, are you observing Ganymede sitting down right across from her?
Yep.
Well then, give me a perception check, P-Tax lore or society. You see an absolute, definitely. It was just for Oak on her turn, what she's doing during her thing here. A very, very educated woman who is also kind of like quietly observing. And you see almost no weapons. You can kind of tell she's not here for the hunt. She does give you like a nice little pleasant smile and like raises her glass towards you, which you can tell is cider. It's not like the wine is served in different glasses, and you can definitely observe that topics of hunt and survival and nature would probably actually bore her. And that's not why she's here at all. How she dresses, how she does her hair, you think she's probably pretty susceptible to flattery. They discovered some stuff about enemy. And Timmel absolutely comes up to you, Oak, also, and my lady Oak, will it be cider for you as well, or would you like a nice wine? There's plenty. We have apples, we have grapes. What would you like? Appetizers only. The chef is preparing. Orland's making his meal now, and I think Lady Willow went in there.
Well, I'm going to point down and say, what does the lady down there suggest? And kind of gesture my glass.
The cider is most magnificent. Fresh apples, they say. Picked last week. The travelers brought them.
Well, the cider it is. Thank you.
It's got a bit of spice. They add a lot of cinnamon. And Timmel, Orland could go less on the cinnamon on the cider. It's a bit too robust. Maya. Oak, you ordered some food. You can overhear some stuff also. The sisters, you kind of overhear a little bit right before Maya takes your turn. The Aldori sisters, you actually catch them mid-praise, like they're describing the size of the creature that you guys killed. And they're kind of speaking prosperous of Varnhold. But they don't. You notice there's no like credit taken on their behalf. You kind of catch the tail bit where, as you guys arrived, it's like they started telling a new story, and you catch the tail bit where they gave you credit. Obviously, like you caught that bit, but then they kind of spoke about Varnhold benefiting and how much they think a good alliance. Maya.
Maya's gonna take company with the other person that does not look like they're here to hunt anything.
She stands as you approach and smiles, and
Adamita, was it?
that is correct. You wish to join me? I do promise, as I just suggested to your companion, that the cider is fantastic and probably less dangerous than tomorrow's hunt.
Probably less dangerous.
She sits, and you see the look of excitement, and do forgive me if I ask too many questions. It's a terrible occupational hazard. Give about interesting people, and she shrugs a little bit, holds her hands up, and an interesting kingdom, and they might just write a song about it.
Yes. You, like I, is just here to watch a bunch of other people get dirty tomorrow. I imagine you're not here to hunt yourself.
Oh, more like watch. So give me you're using society here? Are you like you're using society to impress her with your kind of like social graces and whatnot?
Sure. I'm just trying to, yes, be...
I will admit, if you have P-Tax lore, I'm not looking at your sheet right now, it would be a slightly easier DC.
I do not have P-Tax lore.
Okay. So you have an influence. We have one influence right now with Anamita.
It's so it seems like she's fairly receptive. Maya will find someone. I would like to try that cider and whatever else is available for eat. As she tries to flag someone down to get some food and drink.
We're all hungry, actually, and we've been told that the chef is magnificent and that another one would be arriving who might even be better, and that we should wait and not spoil our appetites for dinner. So it's fruits, apples, and grapes, and crackers, and cheese, wine, and cider until then.
Yes, a little bit of all of that would be nice.
Add it all up, and maybe you have 5 calories.
Maya laughs.
You hear like your belly grumbles.
I felt like I was going to eat my horse on the way here.
On my travel here, the roads have been just, positively alive with all of your stories about your realm. I can only expect half of them are true.
I can barely believe that there's roads.
It's kind of impossible to determine which half are true and which are false. One merchant on my way here said your king personally wrestled an owlbear and defeated it. Another swore the owlbear won.
Well, you have 2 contradictory great stories.
You're right. You're right. I do.
The fact of the matter is, there is actually 2 owlbears.
There's not. She puts her drink down, gets her journal out, and writes a note.
King Aldrich fared well against the older mother, but of course, the child still resides in the kingdom and seems to have free reign of everything.
Ptex just thrives on rumors. This is so great. I think it's like our second largest export, if you ask me. Wine's the first, naturally. You have successfully influenced her a little bit, and we're going to move to Aldrich here. Maya, you get served some appetizers, like I said, a little charcuterie board, and that's kind of what you see the remains of that in front of Anna here. I'll just call her Anna for short here. And as you kind of arrive, she's just eating the grapes that are left over. Like you see some crumbs in front of her on a little plate of crackers. Some little sweat spots on a plate where there was like some apples or something like that. And
yeah, and Maya's just keeping it light. I mean, there's no reason to assume that what Gregor's doing has anything to do with what Anna's doing.
Aldrich.
I don't know where they're at on the map, but I would like to go
The
talk
sisters?
to the twins.
They're up and around this corner. Jamel kind of pointed them at the corner there. Not really. I'm going to take control because there's like a wall here. Sorry, dude.
Gotcha.
It won't let you go.
Yeah, I'd just like to kind of play incognito, but go talk to the twins and see what general rumors they have. Maybe particularly pointing to the lady from Ptax, but just general rumors. If they know what like the target is, maybe for a great hunt.
So on them, hold on, just closed my journal. My bad. All DCs are, you guys already have 2 influence. So how it started, because you guys actually visited Varnhold beforehand and helped them, there's a total of 4 influence that you guys can earn with Anna, the sisters, and the Embath Travelers. You have 1 with Anna right now due to Maya. You start with 2 already with the sisters because of your visit to Varnhold. In addition, all of your influence are treated as a category higher. So if you try to influence them or discover with them and you fail, you succeed. If you succeed, you critically succeed. So yeah, are you trying to influence them, or you're trying to just gather information? You said.
I would say gather information.
So that's going to be either just a straight perception, Brevoy lore, if you got it, or society.
Society. Yeah, pretty sure my perception is better. That's pretty good. Not really.
That is the DC here. Huh? No bullshit.
Hmm.
So he's keeping it a secret, but I've gotten one of the targets. There's more than one, and it from what I've heard, it sounds like a dragon or something with a stinger on its tail. Now it sounds kind of like a wyvern, right? But he said it's green and has like spines on its back. They had a few sightings of it, but that's just one of the creatures. There's more than one.
Well,
The
what
hunt
is your plan?
Well, to kill more than fucking you.
Why don't you set out with us, and together we can kill multiple instead of dying, by ourselves.
Aldrich,
Are we not allies?
of course we're allies, but you're not seeing what's really at stake here. You're the representatives of Brackenhold. Me and my sister stand here, the two of us, as representatives of Von Hold. And then there's her, Pitax. I don't think the travelers really care about any of the political bullshit that's going on here, but whoever wins this hunt will gain great notoriety throughout the Stolen Lands and even the River Kingdoms. You know that Anagar? She's, from what I understand, she's a teacher or something from the Great Academy of Arts from Pitax.
I would like to. Okay, I would like to. I don't know. Maybe influence them to join us against Pitax, and I would tell them that I would kind of fill them into the history of our prisoner that we have and the history that he had with Pitax that we uncovered, and tell them that together as allies, Brackenhold and Varnhold, that we have a better chance if we stand together and we fight together and hunt together to defeat Pitax.
Adina, who's right in front of you, she gives you the most lightest tap on your cheek, and then kisses you on that cheek. You're kind of cute when you get all political, but I don't think you. What has Pitax done? There's such a huge force. Why are we declaring allegiances against Pitax?
Adina, we have bled together. We have fought together. We have fought each other. Believe me when I tell you that Pitax has far greater ambitions than their own. I believe that they intend on taking the entirety of the River Kingdoms as their own. And if we are to stand up against them and have any semblance of freedom, then this is the start of it. We at least need to stand together now.
Do you
Varnhold
not have your own ambitions, Aldrich? To capture or claim perhaps everything west of the Tolls of Lebanese?
My ambitions are freedom, and freedom for my people. in peace once we speak for our own. I don't want war amongst our people. I don't want to fight, to the east or to the west. I want our people to live free. But PTAX has far greater ambitions. I believe they're going to claim that Riverlands is their own. And that is a problem for all of us, whether we like it or not.
And they probably have the power to fucking do it.
Exactly.
So we should pick whatever you plan to do, perhaps patiently, and not make it so obvious so that word travels back to alert PTAX of your, not ambitions, Aldrich, but your declarations of white and black against PTAX. I think they're only probing. I think he wants to know of your capabilities, of your kingdom's potential. Perhaps you could even use them as a great source of income. Only, I think only time will tell, Aldrich. You should be patient. But Maegor Von, he has promised he would never raise arm against your kingdom unless your kingdom did it first against Von Holt. You are our ally. Maybe not in this hunt, but your kingdom is. Me and my sister want to beat you very badly. Again. She snickers and kind of like hands you her full beer at that slight. I'm sorry, my lord.
Well, I'll certainly raise my glass to that and snicker and say, well, today we'll certainly show you how to hunt. But as allies, maybe discretion is the answer. And perhaps myself, I am always one to go for the sword first and ask the questions later. But this is why I have a strong council and a lot of smarter folks behind me. I'm always first to deal death and blood, but perhaps you're right. Maybe we need to play this out better. But I will say I am afraid of PTAX coming for our lands, and I fear that our alliance may be called upon further in the future for war. But we'll see where it goes.
So looking back real quick, Aldrich, your success on perception, because of your previous influence on Barnacle, I said was an actual critical success. So instead of getting 1 point, you get 2. So you go from 2 points to 4, which is actually the most that you guys can achieve for the sisters here. And maybe it don't take 3 hours of influence, just. Willow, you are up.
I ain't trying to fucking influence anybody except maybe with my food. I'm just in here cooking. Basically just going around checking what they have, pulling out my own ingredients, and fucking tasting and altering flavors to make sure everything is like fitting that of something referred to as grand. I have lots of unique and special ingredients that we've gathered. Probably including some of the fangberries. So I have owlbear meat. I have some boulet meat still. I have fangberries, moon radishes, Probably some of the pork from the farm, Tuscutter Farm, and probably other random stuffs. But
Well, you get into the kitchen, and the gentleman I described is this 60-year-old plus gentleman, pretty like 6'2" or so. This almost like a new Maya shot something out, almost like an alien technology, Numerian technology. He's kind of got like a John Silver vibe from Treasure Planet, with just the leg.
no creepy eye.
No creepy eye. He's moving around the kitchen, kind of like disturbingly quick, but lumbering and stirring various pots and chopping things up rather quick. He seems very proficient in cooking, and he almost doesn't see you as he comes striding. And who are you? What are you doing in my kitchen? You're gonna get stepped on and squashed. Something proper.
I'm pretty used to scampering around and not getting stepped on. Mama Gore made it real hard of a lesson. If you're gonna be underfoot, you're gonna get squished. So.
Mama Gore of Navictus Crossing.
Yeah. I'm Willow, by the way, and I'll put out like one of my tiny little hands. I got food in the other one, and I've got the knife in the other, and I'll like pull the knife back and pocket it, and then put my hand out.
He extends one of his fingers towards you, which is this giant like thing, swollen almost with like arthritis and... It's a pleasure to meet you. Jamil said that you might be coming to join me in the kitchen. Thought you'd be bigger, that's all.
Yeah, I hear that often.
Now what do you know about Megalosaurus meat? That's what we're cooking here tonight in the stew.
I haven't had no Megalosaurus. I have some boule meat and some owlbear meat to add if you're up for that. But I'm always excited to try new ingredients. Hell, I'm working on a cookbook so that.
I say owlbear meat's rather tender and falls apart real quick at high temperature. This stew here's going real high for the Megalosaurus meat. You want to prepare something different? You're not trying to influence anyone, but you find this guy is like could spit cooking lore with you back and forth. You're like very surprised, and you weren't really expecting this fellow to have quite the as you mentioned. He doesn't know what a boule is, a boulette, but as you mentioned owlbear meat, he seems to jump right on the train, and low and slow, that's the trick for that owlbear meat. But if you're not doing influencer discovery on the others, I want to jump to old Dizzy.
Yes. So Jamel was the guy that like came up and pet Morty, right?
Yes, sir.
So assume is he's actually still out here, or like are we?
Yeah, he kind of like goes in and out of the stables here every once in a while, and he's kind of like observing these two hunters and will partake in their little game that they're playing every once in a while. And
so yeah, I would catch him
fingering eyes at Morty, like he's in awe at this creature.
Yeah, I would catch him as he's sort of coming and going, and try and tell him a story about Morty. I think the first one I would tell him is when we went down into the Darklands, and Morty like climbed down the hole chasing after what were they, wraiths?
Yeah.
Probably embellishing it a little bit, but trying to impress him with tales of Morty's heroics.
That would be either survival at this point would be the easiest thing to impress Jamel with your wilderness skills and knowledge. You could do hunting lore to talk shop, That is actually, even the DC, because is 18. So it's actually a critical success.
Nice.
You'll
So
right.
if I roll a 1, I don't even critically fail because it'd be a 20, which is a success, and then -1 degree of success. Anyway,
And you telling me that Morty was just able to climb right down in the tunnel, and he did not scare like a big horse.
no, he loved it. He jumped down onto these mushroom caps.
Jesus. I am out of root vegetables. He deserves more.
I'll summon some good berries and give them to him to.
That is such a good story. Morty, you're a good boy. He scritches him like right between like where the horns meet on top of his forehead, and it's like that's like where you ride him, and you're like that's like your go-to spot. And then like Morty's like puts his head down and like goes with it and everything. And
I like trying to steal my goat.
no, I would never, never, ever. It is your goat, your story. In fact, based on your bond, I would say he is not even your goat. Morty is his own goat. Ain't that
This is
right,
true.
Morty?
Well said.
I am impressed by your showing so far. Brackenhold and its rulers. Very cordial. And your goat is most impressive.
He really is.
Your name is Dizzywell, right? Do you like cheese?
Yeah, I like cheese.
We have this pepper cheese. It is very spicy. And he kind of just goes back and forth and discussing. Speaking of spicy and the hunt, this is supposed to wait till tomorrow, but there is a wyvern that's green and it has spines along its back. Something tells me something's wrong there. There is also a giant snake creature with many heads, more than normal. What is it doing so close to big wyvern-like thing? Too many predators, too close. You must wait till dinner, and I'll tell you more.
Exciting. I will await your updates.
As you guys kind of finish talking, you guys hear Willow. You kind of been in there with Orlin for a while cooking. You guys hear like a bell get sounded from on the inside, and you hear Anna Mead and Maya say, "About fucking time." Leading around 2, roughly an hour later, Timmel goes around. Dinner, everyone. Time to come inside to the lodge, the dining hall. The dinner is, dinner's ready, and kind of invites everyone to come inside, and plates start to get served to everyone. Anna looks to you, Maya, and says, like, shall we? And she moves inside and takes a seat at another table. And Willow, Orlin, just starts actually the meals. You guys have, you know what? Give me a cooking lore or a cooking check there, babe. Based on Willow's, if she succeeds, everyone will get a +1 check to all of their future influence or discovery checks. That's a success. As a critical success would be +2. Is that? You're not coming through, I
Sorry.
don't think.
Sorry. Cooking with new ingredients.
The hunters move in. Some of these gruff men that Maya, that you have already identified, that there's 3 men that never let Anna out of their sight. Like, you've seen guardsmen, palace guardsmen, castle guardsmen before, guarding a door, and these guards here are about as vigilant as you could ever possibly hope for. Never does she leave their sight. As you guys kind of move inside, dinner's served. The food, it's very robust, exceptionally tasty. Willow has added another layer of elegance with the various meats and other entrees kind of provided. Hear Anna kind of say, the rustic presentation, it's an unusual texture to the flavor of the feast, but I love it. I don't know what this meat is, but it looks like fish, but it's not fish. You're not coming through. So Oak. Again, dinner can just run its course. You guys can see if there's any other discoveries you guys want to try to make, but Oak, it would be your turn next to try to listen in or do any discoveries or influence anyone if you want to. And again, if you guys don't want to, just be like, listen, I'm just gonna chill and be outside and wait for the hunt. That's fine too.
Yeah, I think Oak's gonna be super nervous with this hunt thing happening, and she's gonna be super uncomfortable. She's probably not gonna want to be like eavesdropping anymore or anything like that.
Maya?
Maya's gonna continue to talk with Anna. She'll take a seat next to her where she sits and wait for food to come out.
Well, give me one of those same roles then. Performance, society, diplomacy, deception, or intimidation. You're at 1 currently.
You know diplomacy? Oh, you said diplomacy, didn't you?
Yeah, diplomacy.
I'm gonna try and raise my score a
You
little
get
bit.
+1 from the fantastic meal that Willow helped provide.
Oh, very nice. You just add it to the roll.
Yeah, you can just add it afterwards. There's no, it's not going to fail or anything right away. Oh. Not it?
This is not it.
No, that's
Maya's
not it.
basically inquiring. So do you have representation in the front hunt? Is it these lovely companions that don't seem to ever leave your side?
Oh, I won't be hunting at all. No. The maps that I've looked at, there's a nice little rocky outcropping on the other side of the river. I think it will provide a perfect place for a picnic and a nice little pavilion. And I wish to observe. No. I'm going to watch the hunt.
Oh, I figured you weren't, but none of your companions. No representation at all.
You see a visible snarl at companions. Iravetti's watchmen. More like it. No. I more likely prefer the guests. No. They won't participate in either. They'll be watching me.
What do I know about Iravetti? Is he aligned with her country, or is it someone from here that's watching her, make sure she doesn't...
Another society check. This is going to be higher than the other one. We're going to go with... To get the faintest inclination... Well, no, not faintest inclination. Just give me another society check. studying politics, any in Brevoy in the last 15 years have heard of King Irovedi of Pitax. He's the king of Pitax.
It did sound familiar too. So it is from her country, basically tagging along with her, making sure she doesn't particularly like them following her around, I'm guessing.
She gave like maybe they might be more loyal to Irovedi than her.
But still, would
Like they're here to watch her, but also to protect her.
Right. I mean I get that. But Irovedi doesn't consider a show of competence in the hunt itself, and nobody, not even a hunter from where you're at.
No one's to be rude, but you might take it that way. Why would he care about such a... He could squash you like a bug. He doesn't care about a hunt in new lands.
It is kind of close to the River Kingdoms.
This is an opportunity. One in which that the king is capitalizing.
One which he's partially capitalizing on. It just reflects my poor role.
She turns a journal towards you. You see your face pretty well drawn in like charcoal in a journal. And she sets it down. I was sent here with purpose, and it's not to hunt. I am expected a certain duty, and the king will get his duty that I owe.
Now we are all here for our king, aren't we? And yeah, that kind of gruff exchange just reflects the
failure
roll that I made.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. What
I had other things I was going to talk about, but the second I rolled shitty, I'm like, all right, let's just throw it in her face then.
Yeah, and she replied in kind. Aldrich, this isn't a big room. You can overhear, I would say, about 50% of that. You know, every other word, every third word or so.
Well, I will move tables, bring my ale with me, and say, yeah, I guess I'll say something along the lines of like, well, your king isn't here, so he doesn't dirty his hands with your work, right?
The intimidation route check.
I'm here because I want to be here. The king just knew I was coming and unfortunately tasked me with gathering information.
So he sends you to do his dirty work instead of getting his hands dirty.
She takes like a big breath, closes her book, and kind of smiles. You can give me one of those same rolls if you'd like to, Aldrich, to influence her.
All right. What am I rolling?
You are rolling either performance, society, diplomacy, deception, or intimidation.
Oh, all right.
I mean, you did kind of just come off kind of dickish right out the gate, so.
Intimidation TC was 26, right? 26. It was.
King's got to do the work, right?
And I just like to be transparent as you guys hit things right there on the noses. She takes a big
Not all
breath.
kings.
She pushes one of her plates aside, like one of the meat plates, and pulls in what looks like Willow prepared this, like the fish, the boulet. That's like this meat that was like tough, that separated nicely, and food seems like almost like softened a little bit. We were talking about rumors earlier, right? And you know what fascinates me most about new kingdoms and most of the rumors that surround them is that everyone assumes they're going to fail. And then one morning, everyone wakes up and, you know, you're friends again, and everyone's neighbors. And everyone's that much stronger because of it. Now, there's one rumor from Pitax I do hope that proves false. There are whispers, obviously, of His Majesty. He's growing increasingly suspicious of his neighbors. Not hostile. Not yet. I cannot refute the word of my king, but he does not have me here to spur any sort of hostility. If you wish that so much, just tell me and I will report it so. But I hope that's not the case.
No. We wish no ill will to Pitax. Although we have had some suspicious activity in our kingdom that would point subterfuge towards Pitax. But on our part, we wish no ill will. And as far as your rumors go, I would say that you're only as strong as the company you keep.
Are you familiar with the Rushlight Festival?
Off table, I don't think I am.
No,
but
you're not.
yeah, okay.
You've heard of it. Aldrich, you've probably heard of it. Anyone? Yeah, yes. Once per year, Pitax throws this festival plus like jousting tournament plus like strength of arms and intellect, like this tournament. If you wish to see my king and see Pitax, keep growing your kingdom. Keep doing what you're doing. I love it. All of it. And then come to the Rushlight Festival if King Iravetti is so fit to send you an invitation. Show him there what your kingdom is really about. And then you'll threaten him. Defeat his champions in combat when the time comes. But you won't... If your kingdom isn't strong enough, if you're not strong enough, you won't show up on the king's radar to receive an invitation.
Well, the fact that your king sent you to his great hunt speaks far more than some tournament in lordly, challenges and all of these things, so to speak. While meanwhile, my kingdom and my council is slaying dragons and beasts out in the
out in the wilds, while your king sits in his hall and eats feasts of, far grander than we're eating here today. So maybe we'll wait for that invitation. But it's your king that should be asking us to come. Not our kingdom that should be answering the call of your king, so to speak.
I had hoped it wouldn't devolve into hostilities like this. I'm not here because my king sent me. I chose to come to this tournament. This tournament is by invitation, and I was invited.
Well, at that, Alderic will stand and wave over the barkeep and say, "Another round for this entire table, for everyone here at the bar."
Everyone brings it
And
out
I
right.
will, I will raise my glass to her, and I will say, "Again, we have no ill will towards P-Tax." And I will extend my arm in a grasp and raise my mug in the other hand. And
She raises it also and says, "Nor do I."
Here, here.
We're gonna say a 30 perception check here as she raises her mug and says that.
perception check.
And then we move
Natural
to
20 still count?
No, it's new rolls. It's a very spicy stuff. Perception.
We all have hero points.
Your point.
Just to remind you guys.
And then Willow, your meal is
That's nice.
There's
Okay.
30. But you're in the kitchen, so you can't.
No,
see
I'm not. I'm right here. I sat at the table before Maya and Alderic came.
Right, the two of you.
Because I can't move out of the wall, so I just moved myself so you wouldn't delete my initiative again. Now I gotta roll initiative again. I was trying to just...
That's fine. You notice the tiniest side eye as she says that towards the three guards, or at least one of them. As she toasts to what Aldrich said.
Which one did she side-eye?
Whatever's closest. Anyone. All of them can kind of see her, but they're kind of standing outside the door here, not inside the lodge proper.
Alderic rages. Just kidding.
I'm supposed to go before Dizzy, but I can't roll initiative and you deleted me again.
That's okay. Just go. What are you doing? Your turn.
Well, I was gonna talk to this lady before the two of y'all done fucked up her feathers.
I wasn't doing too bad.
I did fine. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Look, you just gotta lower her expectations down so that you can deliver with high results.
Wow. Weak.
Well, Willow's gonna just look over at her food, see what she's eating, how she's if she has a preference or a favorite thing.
She seems to be eating the boulet. She said the stew with the other meat was too robust.
All right. So I will take my own stew and alter the flavor slightly. I'll pull out some vinegar, a little bit of sugar, and brighten up the flavor a little bit.
Just fucking quick alchemy here at the table with a hot pot.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
And I'll like,
Make a little dipping sauce.
I'll just slide it over. I'm glad you like the boulet. This is the last of it, sadly.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Aldrich killed it himself.
Well, this is the third feast we've had with it. I would say feast, but meal. We like to share what we find.
Something
Hey,
tells me
Willow, I want some.
Well, I meant in the kitchen.
As
Everyone
you
has
say that-
access.
Oak, Anamede was about to reach for a big piece of like boulet filet. She pulls her hand back and, of course, by all means.
She eats it off the plate without using her hands.
I wish-
I'm joking.
So, Willow, where you can influence her with performance, society, diplomacy, deception, or intimidation. She's now at 2 points because she was successfully intimidated.
It's diplomacy, society, intimidation, or just
Performance or deception, intimidation.
those are all the same for me. You can't thievery her.
I mean, you can, but you probably won't get points for it.
And you have discovered that she's probably susceptible to flattery. Attempts to influence Anamede via flattery reduces the DC by.
I will. God, I don't really have nothing nice to say about her yet.
You are so pretty. Oak's gonna say between bites of food.
Girl, your butt is so big.
She'll just you have quite a sophisticated and delicate palate. It's the best I've got. And it shows.
As you say that, she takes a big piece of the meat and like into the dipping sauce and just kind of like she actually holds the bowl up and like you can see there's a moment where like she wants to like lick the sauce, but then she puts the bowl back down. Joint effort, you now at 3 points. All right, moving forward. Dizzy.
Did she try my stew that I altered?
I think I'm gonna try and talk to the Eldora sisters that are right across from me. I will lean over and be like, "Have you heard anything about the hunt yet?" Intending to like share with them what I heard from Jamal earlier to earn some favor.
And we've heard a little bit that there's some crazy green bristle-spined wyvern or something like that, and that some family died, and that they found some body on the river. The travelers did, the hunters. They're a few wines deep, ciders deep, and you initiate conversation. You're full influence with them, and they just open up and start getting really chatty. And yeah, apparently the travelers, they found some dead person. They were almost dying, and they say some green flying creature tore through their cavern or their cabin. And anyways, what were you saying?
Oh, I heard about that. I also heard about is it a snake with a bunch of heads?
Yeah, I asked around some of the hunters. They're calling it a hydra.
Oh,
But it's like bigger than normal because some of the hunters say they've seen it from a distance, and like they say it's supposed to be like as big as a small house, but this one's like big as like a big house, and it's got more heads than normal. Like a hydra's supposed to have like 5 heads, and this one has like not 5 heads.
Interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen a Hydra before.
Yeah, me neither. But I want to go fuck it up. I'm gonna chase it down. Me and my sister, we decided that's what we're going after. We're going after the Hydra.
Can I do a nature check to see if I know anything about Hydras? Or I guess it's a Hydra. Never mind.
Yeah, you can roll nature check, of course. You know that they have exceptional regeneration abilities. That as you carve them up and chop their heads off and deal damage to them, they heal it back almost just as fast.
Do I know what stops the regeneration?
Not with that roll, you don't.
Damn.
And we heard one more thing. We heard that the hunters think that there's some sort of giant, like, crocodile-like thing in the water.
Oh.
I think that's what they're going after.
Interesting.
But maybe you could beat them to it. Don't you fucking go after my Hydra. That Hydra's mine.
Hunting in the water would be fun. And I'm probably wearing my armor, right?
Yeah.
Still, and I'll sort of show it off because it's like made to be used in water. The Rattan armor.
Have you ever heard of a Kruth? Give me a nature check real quick as we end your turn. Oh, you have. A Kruth is like a mix of like a crocodile and a monitor lizard. And they're actually known as crocodile eaters.
Gotcha.
Large amphibious reptiles with immense claws like a raptor. Teeth that can hook and grab, and pretty terrifying. Fast moving amphibious predators. Known for snatching grabs and pulling their prey into water, the deep water, and
Swallowing halflings.
that's great.
Cruel.
Hey, you're prepared now.
I haven't put it on yet. We haven't had time to do that. I just have it in my pocket.
Well, now we know if we go for the Kruth, then we'll need it. Potentially. I think that's all for me, though.
Well, as dinner's been brought out to all you guys. I said various things, meals. As dinner winds down, more mugs of cider, coffee, tea are kind of offered alongside like some dessert pastries. As you guys are sipping on your coffee, your hot teas, you're eating your small cakes or pastries, Jamel requests everyone to kind of like stop the banter and draws everyone's attention in. I must explain fully the reason why the Embeth travelers have organized this hunt. You may have heard some of the reasons already, but the Embeth travelers, we found a grievously wounded local named Vath Laka, washed up on the shore of the Gundren River. The man perished from his wounds soon after, but he imparted a warning that a wyvern had attacked his family in the cabin upriver. The travelers, we investigated,
but we broke off our hunt after discovering evidence of 2 additional monsters. A great and terrible Hydra creature, much larger than any of other hunters have seen before. And a Kruth. Again, it just kind of describes Dizzy literally what you just learned. Faced with the greater concentration of threats that I was comfortable handling with the travelers alone, I thought a friendly and noble competition would be the best way to put these threats to an end. He produces like a small coffer. Tomorrow, I have a barge on the river. It will depart at 4 a.m. before sundown. The group who makes the most kills will win the prize. My magic users, a quick examination, you identify it, and he mentions them. There's 80 gold pieces, a rune stone that will make any weapon that leaves your hands return to you, and a wand that will heal the wounds of those that you touch it. These are the 3 monsters that we have identified. We suspect there are many more. Perhaps even some more dangerous than the ones that we have seen. In addition, the hunters have spotted a dwindling herd of Megalosauruses. We all had the great privilege of dining on one tonight. That was before we heard of the dwindling herd. Do not hunt the Megalosauruses. They are ancient and primal. Anyway, give me another nature check for whatever the fucking Megalosaurus this is.
Sounds
nice,
fucking big. Whatever it is. Is a 9 good?
No. But Oak.
So close.
You know a Megalosaurus to be this elk-like creature that probably stands upwards of 12 feet or so at its back.
Good lord.
A ancient primal species of elk or deer. Huge. And Jamel speaks of a dwindling herd of a half a dozen or less that may exist in this hunting grounds, and they are off limits. Do not hunt these creatures.
Yeah, okay.
He's, and in fact, you the impact of his wording there, the disturbance of the natural order and things. It's probably these creatures that he's worried about getting killed off with the rise of the apex predators.
Yeah, Oak's actually very happy to see some limitations being set for these particular creatures.
That is the rules. You have 24 hours after the barge arrives in the hunting grounds. Capture your kills and return to the barge.
We should make sure when we get home, we put a notification out that it is absolutely forbidden to hunt these creatures, and anyone that's found hunting them will be considered poached and will be dealt with by the full extent of the law.
Anna speaks up
The plants.
right across from you, Willow. Is it really true you feed your people to a plant?
only the ones that deserve it.
Fuck, that's kind of cool.
Well, we came to this land and we've learned a lot, and one of them is that the land is alive, and if someone's going to disrespect the land, it seemed only natural to return them to it as an offering.
She said cool, not cruel.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, she found it. Yeah.
She's like, that's kind of cool.
Um, there are many ways to punish people doing execution, and this seemed fitting.
Yeah, we did the beheading thing when we first got here, and I didn't like it. That was a rest off thing, and
Well, what a waste.
You see Timmel at this point. There's all the hunters. He's basically the only guy running around filling up drinks, bringing plates and appetizers. He is, again, not the word servant, but he is like the only one running around that doesn't have, he's not the cook, he's not the any of the hunters, he has no political stake here. But he's like the nicest dude, and he knows almost everyone's names, and passes by you, Aldrich. Lord Aldrich, I wish you the best of luck in tomorrow's hunt. Your cup and your favorite ale, sir. He kind of just moves on, and one passing, like, he's like made note to like what everyone drinks. He's not looking at his hand anymore for identifying who he's talking to. If you're not up by 3:40 in the morning, I will knock on each one of your doors, and Jamel has prepared rooms upstairs for each and every one of you. When you're ready, I can show you to your room. The night winds into
since we're getting
8 o'clock, 9 o'clock,
since we're getting up at the ass crack of before dawn,
before sunset or sunrise.
Yeah.
Willow will head back to the kitchen and pack up like a quick breakfast that can be eaten on the go, as well as like a lunch and some snacks for everybody, including the other participants, not just my group.
As you guys conclude the meeting here at the Hunter's Lodge, much as I don't want to give you XP, I must, because otherwise I'll forget about it.
Yay.
I owe you... Hold on here. I have it in a note. 30, 20, 40. So I owe you... Fuck, I owe you 90 XP. Everyone gets 90, and then for this event... Fuck, you guys are leveling so fast.
Oh my God.
You guys get 80 more.
Nice.
170. And to clarify that what I owed you is, I think the last 2 sessions, I don't think I've awarded XP, but I've been tracking some stuff, and your level versus some of the events that you guys are incurring kingdom related gives you guys like basically like 10, 20 at a time instead of 40 at a time. So it's kind of been accumulating. But as the night winds down, is anyone else doing anything else in preparation for the hunt, as you guys hear of some of your foes? You guys know a wyvern is flying and poisonous. You've encountered them before. The Kruth is being described as this amphibious crocodile-like monitor lizard.
Yeah, I would like
A
to
Hydra.
share.
Seems to heal at the rate it's inflicted damage on.
Right, I would like to share any information that I gathered with the whole company, like Dizzy and Oak, and see if anybody has any knowledge of
Hydra's regenerative properties, how we can counteract those.
Don't know too much about hydras.
Those that didn't roll already, if you failed the rolls earlier, you guys don't roll. But if you didn't, go roll me a nature check. I gotta pee really bad.
Haven't?
We never took a break. I gotta pee so
No,
bad.
we didn't
Sorry.
take a break. Natural 25. Oh, that's not bad.
So sorry, guys. I'm sorry we didn't prompt us for a break either.
No worries.
It's not good.
Willow. There is some. You remember Mama Gore reading you a children's book actually about these mythical monsters, and a Hydra was one of them. And there was this hero in the book that chopped off each of the Hydra's heads, and as he did, 2 more would grow in its place. The hero in that story was killed. But the second book was released, and Mama Gore also read that one to you. And in that book, there was 2 more adventurers that went to go fight this Hydra that was so much more powerful than before, and one of them was capable, one of the adventurers was capable of wielding fire and acid at will, like a some sort of arcanist. You're not sure of the story exactly, you're a little kid. But it seemed to like, it's not quite accurate. The fire and acid melted off the Hydra's heads, and the heroes were victorious.
Fire and acid?
They use both.
It's vague.
It's either
It's not-
or maybe only one, but they use both, so they don't know which one worked.
Yeah. I'll manage to get all the heads off. It's probably a good start. It was not Maya's intention to upset Anna, so at some point she would like to try and re-engage the diplomacy. She just really wanted Anna to go back to Pitax and be able to talk about how the members of this kingdom are actually, noteworthy of some sort.
Anna is about maybe early 30s or so. And you see a gruff politician, though in her words, you could sense some agitation in her continued body language. You don't see any anger. She's not angry about anything you guys said about Pitax. And
No, I get it, but so Maya just wants to try and have conversations, putting politics aside and just to enjoy the night, have some drink. Maya will compliment her on her journal and her drawing, and just share stories. Not to divulge too much information, but to give some rumor and hear some rumor about Pitax. Stories.
Maya, if you're not wanting to hunt tomorrow either, there's this rock outcropping. It sits about 60 feet higher than anywhere around the surrounding area over the river. There's these big trees that cast shade on it. That's what Jamel's told me, anyway. We can watch the hunt, the whole thing from there. If you want to just observe, sit back, relax, and watch all these ruffians fight it out of these monsters.
we could see it all, every detail from that.
I may just take you up on that.
Now,
I mean,
4 a.m. comes
unfederal. Yes, it does.
She holds her hand out and, Timmel, my room, please. Urgently running up is Timmel, grabs her hand and leads her upstairs. And 1 minute later, Timmel returns downstairs and goes about his tasks.
And all the guards just pile up there with her.
They just stand outside her door.
I'm not moving them all through the tokens, but
I'm just
when
kidding.
he moves, they kind of all also move upstairs, and you're not sure the exact interaction. Oh, Willow, if you go, does that let you? It should be 2. No.
No, I just wanted to see if it would let me, but it won't. So, throughout the meal, Willow totally would have, like, walked around people to hear what they were saying about the food, see praises or complaints, and basically pick up the flavor profiles that they liked, and, like, customize the lunch boxes slightly for people. Like, for hers, it wouldn't be any, like, strong, bold flavors. They would be more bright, and, like, delicate. I'd do that for other people if I noticed anyone had, like, specific preferences.
You think what's happening for a lot of these hunters and things are an absolute luxury. So anything that you offer them seems to just be over the top. All of your food, between what Orv, nice things up. Jesus. Between what he prepared and you prepared, everything is absolutely fantastic.
Well, then hers is the only one that gets customized. For her delicate palate.
The hunters are happy with jerky and dried cheese on the road, so anything extra you provide is just an absolute home run. The evening winds down one by one. Timmel will lead you guys upstairs into a room. For your kingdom, there's like a suite that is set aside. It's got 4 double beds in it. And there's like an attached room that has like a small little bathroom. 4 double beds. So there's 5 of you, so it sounds like someone might be doubling up.
I'm small, so I don't count as double.
But not gonna.
Yeah, I can make my own house. I mean, I'm not really too worried about it.
You guys settle in, and some of you guys had wine, and either way, there are knocks at your doors as you guys sleep in these very comfortable beds. Early in the morning. It's Timmel. My lords, my ladies, the barge leaves in 30 minutes. Prepare yourselves. The hunt begins. Knocks on the next door and says the same thing. And it is 3:45 in the morning, almost 4 o'clock. The moon is still high. You're an hour and change before sunrise makes its first little fucking glimmer on the horizon. "10 minutes after Timmel has come and knocked on everyone's doors. Everybody up! The barge leaves in 20 minutes. The hunt begins this day. Have your bags packed. Be ready. Your minds fortified." Who knows what this day will throw at us? We go. 24 hours of hunting. There will be no rest until we have a victor.
So bossy.
He leads you guys to the edge, outside of the compound area, about 100 yards down south towards the river's edge. And there is about a 30-foot long, about 20-foot wide river barge, anchored and tied off. By noon this day, we will be in the hunting grounds, and the hunt will begin. On the barge is Anna and her 3 guards, is Jamal and 4 hunters, and then your group, and then the 2 Aldori sisters. Like I said, an hour before sunrise, the hunting party boards the barge, and you guys head upriver to the western edge of the hunting grounds. Again, during the trip, Jamel kind of doubles down on some of the rules for the competition. There are 3 creatures: a wyvern, a hydra, and a kruth, and perhaps more. Whoever claims the most kills wins the competition. You have until noon tomorrow to return to the barge with proof of your kills. You guys flow along the river currents. The journey is uneventful, and by about noon, it's about an 8-hour trip downriver. Those who wake up super early, maybe just take a little bit of a nap, or whatever. Jamal anchors up the barge, kind of between. What do you guys over here? So Jamel kind of anchors up the barge between this island and the coast here. You guys are the distance is only about 10 feet, basically, where if you jump off the barge, you're in 4, 5, 6 inches of water. And as you guys kind of pull up, the hunters kind of hop off. Jamel says he will not be participating in the hunt. And you see him have a little huddle up with the Ambath travelers, and he's pointing east. And some of you can overhear about staying east along the river and maybe seeing what they can find. You overhear the Aldori sisters, and they're looking and pointing out in various directions as you guys the barge is being anchored up. You guys can see what you can't try to be theater of the mind. I can't control the vision on this tile, on this token. You guys have notes? Wait a minute. Fucking yeah.
Not with them. I see there's fucking locations.
Oilers.
He looked over at my screen.
You guys, what?
All right. So a week ago, I asked her to load up this scene, and then we had Foundry problems, and that's when I updated. But anyways, try to be theater of the mind on what you guys can see. Your token is here. Each hex here that you guys move, if you guys see it, is 75 feet. It's 10 o'clock. We're not deep diving this right now, but obviously you guys can't see way to the north through the trees and the rivers and everything like that. You guys get off the barge. The Embath travelers look like they're hugging the river to the east. The two sisters were pointing towards a clearing here. And Anna, you guys could overhear pointing towards this rocky outcropping. And attached to the barge are like these like small canoes. And she's instructing her guardsmen to detach the canoes basically and float her upriver with her pavilion to this rocky outcropping so she can overlook the whole hunt.
I know we probably aren't going to get into it, but Dizzy's going to suggest we go for the crocodile thing first, because I can hopefully find it pretty efficiently with this spell. So
The only other note before we call it here is that Jamel will point out in this area here. You guys can see it as you guys are like kind of like coming up river and had like visual on the clearing before you anchored up. You can see a shack or like small farmhouse, kind of like crumpled and like kind of almost destroyed. And Jamel kind of speaks up as you guys pass it. That is the house of the one that we found. His family built that cabin several years ago. I have not investigated it yet. But that is the Laka family cabin. Locher. So as the barge kind of like pulls up to the edge here and you guys are able to get off and some of the groups start splitting up, we're going to call it here. And before all the hunters kind of like separate in terms of choosing locations, you can kind of like there's an option to influence one group to go a different way. But we're gonna pause it here. And Dizzy, what you said about going after the crocodile thing, those travelers look like they're stalking the river. They look like they're pointing out like toward going like following the river, and that would no check needed. That would lead you to believe they're looking for something that might hunt the waters.
yeah,
So perhaps
I think
if you want to change that, you can influence them or diplomatize or something, but we'll dive into that next week.
Just send them out
Yeah.
there, the Hydra.
I mean, I think we could beat them to it, is what I'm thinking, but
You can do that too.
try and
Do it.
convince them to let us go after it. But
However you guys want to tackle it, you can just race them towards it. How get whatever. This is a tournament. This is free game. So, even the sisters were like, "Look, we're friends. We're allies. It's written in stone. Our Magar Varn has said we're as allies as we can be, but not for this tournament." So like they want to win.
So how many different entities are vying for victory here? Just
3.
okay. The Huntsman, Varn, and us.
Yes.
Possibly Anna and Pitax if she's
If
just
something comes up there.
maybe whatever. She's just, there are 4 elements here, but only 3 have real interest.
Are actively
Slay
participating.
them all.
I'm still considering going up there with Anna, but I don't want to do it without permission from Aldrich, of course.
I did put an RP thing up there for the lunchboxes.
Boxes are good.
Oh. Sunshine, busybody, delicate. Who's Sunshine, Busybody, and Delicate?
Sunshine is Timmel.
Oh, Delicate guard 1, 2, and 3. So Delicate must be Anna.
Yep. Sunshine is Timmel. Busybody is Jamal.
All right.
I didn't see that.
Sunshine is she's very happy. Anna's happy, and so is Timmel. Well, sorry for the no break tonight, guys. I just kind of whooshed a big RP or whatever. We got lost in it. Got lost in the cups.
That's
It's
good.
good.
Sound good.
I will
And-
say, I think we got more RP out of like I don't know. It was good. It was good.
Good RP. It's good RP night. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I will say I have faith in the 4 of you guys to win this tournament without me. That's the only reason I'm considering.
Damn, that's saying a lot.
You guys are awesome.
Well, what could be gained by you standing up on a rock looking at us?
I don't know. So I'm conflicted. I like stories being told about the things that I do also. So I kind of want to do the hunt.
I'm just saying, if we can do just fine in this hunt without you, we can do just fine running a kingdom.
That
Yeah.
hurt.
Ooh.
What was you saying, Joey?
What was I saying? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you started to say something.
What was I saying?
I don't know. I thought you started to say something.
Maybe I did, but I don't remember.
Fuck it.
Well, I am gonna start us in a raid. If you are not in the stream, if you could hop in there.
Hey, next Sunday, we have, we may have to cancel. I'm not sure yet how the timeline will go, but we're going to be up in the mountains and we have a thing at 4:30. It's an hour drive, so I'm not sure we'll be back in time, but yeah.
Just let us know. Well,
See.
Saturday.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Saturday.
Holiday weekend, so
Yeah.
Sunday is technically Orin's birthday,
We're
but
celebrating on the 4th.
we're selling it. Yeah, we celebrate his birthday on the 4th.
nice.
I may have bought copious amounts of fireworks and
So that's perfect.
I am starting our raid. Thank you guys so much. We may or may not see you next week.
Sounds
All
good.
right, night, guys.
I will promise though, next session will be lots of shenanigans, lots of the hunt. We're at the hunt.
We're here. We're gonna be killing some shit. Or dying. One of the two.
Little of both.
All of a sudden, Amari and Lindsay are running the kingdom.
Yeah, damn.
UK. Oh, they're saving Jubilost. They're saving Jubilost.
Night, guys.
Good night.